I'll wait for some time so that all of you can join. Welcome all of you. Hello, hi everyone, and welcome again. And thank you so much for joining us today for an amazing live session. So today, technically, we will be having our first international live session. Yes, this is happening cross borders, and we have someone very special from Bangladesh. All of you, hello, and thank you for joining once again. A lot of you also have written me personally in my social media handles that you all wanted a ramp walk session. So if you are interested, I was planning to do a ramp walk session. This time I'll do it personally in a webinar. So if you are interested, you can let me know in my social media handles, and I'll get back to you. I'll do a personal live webinar with you all. So if you are interested, just let me know. So a lot of you are also new. Someone says hello, hi. So a lot of you are new, and some of you know me personally. So those who don't know me, I am Rishita Sarkar, and I give personality development and pageant trainings, and I come live almost every week with someone special. And today we have Miss Fariha Noshin from Bangladesh. So without wasting any time, let me give you a brief introduction about our guest today. So, Fariha started her pageantry back at her A-level days during 2012, and she was brought up in a boarding school in Darjeeling, which is in India. And she started taking interest in beauty pageants when she was at her A-levels, which was her college days. And out of curiosity, she applied for Veet Top Model 2012, and she ended up as a finalist. After that, she did many TV commercials, professional photo shoots, and for well-renowned fashion houses. She did newspaper work and TV programs. Being equally passionate about media and corporate world, she juggled between her undergraduate studies and media work. By this time, she also developed her passion for anchoring and show presenting, and she also works as a professional show presenter. During her final year at her university, she participated and she won the title Queen of South Asia Bangladesh in 2018, and she is currently the show host of Speed on X webisodes, which is very popular among the bikers community in Bangladesh. She is also a business graduate who is a full-time employee in a leading company of Bangladesh. So without wasting any more time, let's welcome Queen of South Asia, Bangladesh, and let me just add her without wasting any more time to join the live session.
Hello,
Hi Fariha.
Shita. How are you
How are
doing?
you? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. And hello to everyone who's watching this live. This is Faria from Bangladesh. Really hoping we'll have a great session today.
Fariha, I don't know if you know or not, but we have our international. I think something is happening. I don't know why my voice is echoing.
I can hear you clearly.
You can hear me clearly? Okay.
Yeah.
So, few days back, we had International Friendship Day, but in India, it is celebrated on the first Sunday in August, which is practically today. So, happy Friendship Day. And before starting the program, would you like to say something to our audience friends?
Happy Friendship Day to you as well. Well, I still remember we used to celebrate this day when I was in Darjeeling in boarding school. So I would like to say I'm really happy that I'm joining this as we are actually connecting to both the countries from India, and I have a special place in my heart for India since I have spent my entire childhood in the boarding school. So yes, I equally feel connected for both the countries, and I'm really happy to be here.
Even I feel connected to Bangladesh because maybe I'm an Indian, but I'm Bengali. And we have this connection, between both these countries. And that is so lovely to Fariha and those of you all are watching. You all have been so supportive about all these live sessions and free training programs and support us like this throughout. And I promise that we will be having wonderful, amazing sessions about personality development that will help you to have a good self branding. So, Fariha, I was, going through the introduction, and I realized that you were brought up. You also mentioned that you were brought up in a boarding school in Darjeeling. So, what exactly happened while you were doing your school, and how did you get passionate about doing patterns? Or how did it interest you?
Well, during my boarding school days, actually, there was this fixed timing. We didn't get much time to watch TV, or we didn't have any cell phone with us, and so we were just kids. So whenever I would come back to Bangladesh for vacation, summer vacation or puja vacation or winter vacation, so I would watch TV, and there would be pageants both internationally, locally. One pageant is very famous, which happens in Channel I. So while watching those, I don't know how I developed this passion that I have to be there one day. And plus, my mother, she when during her teenage, she was very passionate about modeling as well. She did drama serials, so yes, I got that a bit from her, I guess. And my parents were very supportive. So when I finally came back from Darjeeling and I started my A levels out here, and since we weren't allowed to apply for it before you are 16, so
Right.
that time still I was underage when I applied, but out of just curiosity, I just said no. I want to drop my picture and see how it goes,
So you were
and it went
16
very
when you
well.
applied for your first pageant.
Technically, I was 15, but yeah, you can say 16.
15 is such a young age. So, were you nervous when you applied for your first pageant?
Well, to be honest, yes. I still remember the first time. We were just out of almost 1 lakh. 10,000 were selected for the audition round, which happened in Channel I. Channel I is a very popular channel in Bangladesh, satellite channel. So I could see there were 8 judges in the judge panel, and I was at such a young age, and I had no clue how to deal with them. I have just watched this all over the TV, and so my heart actually skipped a bit. I was like, oh my God, this is happening. This is actually happening. So then I took a deep breath and I was like, Faria, this is your moment. Just be yourself and let's see where it goes. And it went really well after that.
I think a lot of the people who are watching our live, some of them are pageant aspirants as well. And after the lockdown, I am hoping that they would be doing some pageants. So, what are some tips that you would like to give them because they are freshers and they are doing this for the first time? And how can they improve their confidence on their first pageant? Because that can be something which can make them feel nervous, you know?
Yes, true. When it happens for the first time, actually, it does make you nervous. So, what I believe they can do is it's always wise to do a bit of research. I wouldn't say that you prepare your speech or something, because when you perform something in a totally scripted manner where you're supposed to be presenting yourself, so that times it creates a fake impression. So, I would
Right.
suggest that you be yourself. You have to be confident that whatever I'm doing, I'm no less than anyone else in that competition I'm going. Because of course, when you will end up, like when you'll go for the audition, there will be people, and there may be people from, who are already working in media, who have already participated. So yes, there will be experienced people, but you cannot get nervous. You have to believe in yourself. And yes, it's very important that you research whatever is happening around you, around the world, whatever is happening, all the social causes or the issues, so that when you are in front of the judges and they ask you something, you know what you're talking about. And that actually brings the confidence from, inside.
Yes, absolutely. And in any pageant, one of the most important part is your interview and your Q&A round. So researching and having a proper knowledge is very, very necessary. But apart from that, I think, like, what would you like to say to those people who want to do good in their Q&A and their interview round? Because the first impression is always the most important impression.
True, it's very important. Till date, I have faced many interviews, be it for the job, for the pageant. Now, one thing I realized, these interviews, this actually helps you to get a different perspective about yourself, what the third person might be thinking about you. So, when you prepare for this, I think it's very important that you understand or try to identify what are your weaknesses, what can make you shaky in that moment, or what's your biggest strength. and what are the little things that you need to work on. I mean, we all have some little things that we want to work on, or maybe we could be a better version of ourselves if we do. So it's very important. First of all, you should know, you have to know yourself better. Only then I think you can do well in the Q&A session.
Right, and that is one part of your personality development. And since our main intention is basically, make everybody aware of what how important is personality development, and that is why we are connecting with people all around the world. So I think that we all will like to know from you that how important is personality development in your view.
Well, it's very important because looks may create the first impression, but when you start talking, that's when your personality comes outside, right? And judges, they're like, if I say they're like those sharks who can actually identify from the very moment you start talking. So it's very important. I think it's not just for the pageant or for the interview. It's very helpful for you in anywhere you go in terms of any career. So what you can do, I mean, what anyone can do is be positive about everything, and you should have that adaptability in you. Suppose things might go wrong, you cannot guarantee that everything will go right. So things might go wrong, and you have to accept that there might be positive critics, there might be negative critics. So you have to accept all those, and you have to be yourself. You have to be very bold about whatever you say. You have to stick to the point, whatever point you are making. But at the same time, you have to be humble. So that's very necessary, and
Right.
personality
And even
development
if
is
you
yes.
fail, no matter what, don't ignore it, but rather try to, analyze those flaws and polish yourself to be better. I think that is what Farid has said is exactly what is very, very necessary for us. And personality development is something that you don't only require in fashions, you require that everywhere. Fariha, we would also like to know that are you involved with dance or music or sports apart from anchoring and business?
Well, I'm involved in anchoring, and that's something that's like a escape for me. I mean, when I do anchoring or when I hold this mic, hosting a show, that doesn't feel like work because I'm very passionate about it. And this passion, I actually had no clue that I can do anchoring or presenting, because right when I came back from Darjeeling, I actually faced a bit of cultural shock because the environment, people
Yeah.
in Darjeeling, we were from different backgrounds, so things were different. And when I came here finally to stay, so I had a bit of problem, and I turned a bit into an introverted person. So I wasn't sure if I could do that or not. But the first time I held the mic, that's when I realized that I become a different person when I held the mic. And it's very important, not just anchoring, even it's scientifically proven, right? If you do something an extracurricular, it actually helps your brain. I'm not taking the chemical name out here, but yes, it releases the happy hormones, which is very necessary for you, as it helps you to deal with the stress, all those earthly problems you have. I mean, it's very important. Be it singing. My younger sister, she's involved in singing since she was at her, yeah, she was 10 when she started. So this is very helpful. I really believe that apart from the bookish knowledge, you should be involved with the extracurriculars as well.
Right. And Fariha, how is the situation there? Like, how is the COVID situation there? You are having lockdowns?
Initially, during March, yes, we were having lockdowns. Then there were partial lockdowns, and right now things are stabilizing a bit. So offices are open as I'm working from home. Yes, and that's another chapter. So yes, things are getting back to normal. However, there are cases every day. We are seeing it on news.
So
But
there are
the
some
panic.
physical restrictions that you all are following.
Yes, of course we are. I haven't gone out for like 2 months, 2 or 3 months, because
Right.
I am quite worried about this. And yes, people are taking their precaution. They are wearing masks, then they are wearing shields, and elderly people, they are staying indoors. So yes,
Then I'm expecting that even the physical activity classes like gym classes and aerobics are all shut down.
yes, yes. because it's quite
So,
risky to go.
being a pageant girl or being a model, it is very necessary that we, take care of our physical health. And not just that, I think everybody should. That is very necessary because if you have a good body, you will have a healthy mind. So, how do you take care of yourself physically as well as mentally during this lockdown? Because staying within the four walls of a house technically, hampers you in both ways.
True. It's always better to keep yourself busy rather than doing nothing, because that's when all the weird thoughts comes to your head. So what I do is, actually, to be honest, I'm a bit stressed with all those work from home pressure, as I'm not used to with this. This is the first time I'm actually doing this. So it's quite tough balancing, the media work plus the work from office. So what I do is I try to meditate at the end of the day. It helps me get rid of all those stresses I build in the entire day. And not only that, I practice yoga. And of course, since we are staying home, we are not getting enough time to go to the gym, or like not the opportunity actually, because of the COVID situation. So I work out at home. I have I'm someone who likes following a routine. Like I have everything planned the day before or something. So I plan when to exercise or not. So early in the morning, I wake up a bit early and I work out for an hour. Then I start my regular routine. So yes,
Like, are
that's what
there
I've
a
managed.
specific diet or a routine that you can advise the people who want to have a healthy lifestyle at home?
Yes, eat your veggies, drink a lot of water, avoid all those oily foods, because there's a hype going on. I don't know in India, but in Bangladesh, people have gone really passionate about cooking all of a sudden. So they keep
Yes, it
cooking you,
is
they
true
keep putting
everywhere.
onion. So it's very easy to gain those extra pounds. So I think it's very necessary that you like it to get control over your tongue. You have to eat a bit less, and if even if you do, have to burn those calories.
Right.
So that's very important.
Since you are an anchor and you have done many shows and events, do you have any advice for those who want to improve their communication skills? Because that is a major factor in personality development.
Yes. First of all, as I said, you have to be confident in whatever you are doing. I mean, if I talk about my experience, I have met a lot of people who, when they see that you are capable of something, they will tell you something that will entirely shatter your confidence. And it happened to me while I was in a pageant. Since I was a good contender, so someone from the organizing side told me that I'm not capable of this or I'm not worthy of that. And then I got a bit of upset. And then I talked to my parents that he's saying all this. So am I not worthy of it? And they were like, no, that's the motive. That person is trying to break you down. So from my based on my different experience, that what I learned, that you have to be very, very confident about yourself, be positive. And yes, in anchoring, if I said there will be a moment when you'll be suddenly interrupted by something unavoidable. Suppose you are hosting a show and then something happens, or the sound of the mic, there's some problem with it. So the moment you lose the confidence, everything will start shattering just like dominoes. So it's very important. And yes, keep smiling, because that actually helps. Because when you smile and talk to someone, that person will feel connected to you, right?
Right. And there's one more thing that I would like to ask is being into this glamour industry, it takes a lot of makeup and hairdo and all of that. It actually harms us. So, are there some regular skincare or hair care routine that you follow and you would like to share with the people who want to get into this industry?
Well, true. My hair have never felt the same since I have joined this industry. Also, my skin. So what I do is I try to stay as much as possible makeup free. Although you can see I have put a lot of makeup. It's the second day of our Eid. It's Eid in Bangladesh, also in India as far as I know. So yes, now what I do is, since we keep using a lot of chemicals during our shooting days, so the day I get day off, I actually try to stay away from those harmful products. Even in terms of taking skincare and all, I prefer, though it might sound a bit, traditional or something, but I prefer using something from the remedies from the kitchen. I try to come up with the natural
I think
ingredients
natural
and
ways are the best ways.
exactly right. Otherwise, because the chemicals you use to get hold of these problems, it might help you in short run, but in long run, it will have a bad effect on your skin. That's what I believe.
Right.
So I try to go for the natural options, and I try to use something herbal in. Even if it's for my hair, I do the same. I try applying oil. That's what I think most of us do. So that's what it's very important. So that's what
Someone
I
is
prefer.
saying, please answer your fan questions. Okay, I'll just scroll up. I got so much engrossed with the talking, I didn't even realize who was saying what. I'll just do a quick. I think a lot have said hello. So hello
Hello.
to
Hello, everyone.
Captain Sky says hi. What's up? We are all good. How are you? Faria Priyanta, somebody with your name. Say
Yeah, she's
hi,
my
beautiful
friend.
ladies.
Hello, Priyanta.
Um, the one who told me about the question. Do you have any question? Because I cannot search anything right now. Shubhata Sarkar says, right, you are personality development is required for everyone, whatever his or her field or job may be. I, Vishal Kaur, says, please answer your fans' questions. So, if you have any questions, what we'll do is we'll answer the questions or queries, whatever you have at the end of the session. So, if you have any queries, list them down below. And I, Vishal, do you have any questions? Okay, let's just wait and let's continue with the live session till the time they answer. So এখন I would like to তোমার একটু মানে তোমার ব্যাপারে একটু জানতে চাইবো apart from the professional life আমার যেটা মনে হয় that we all must have a very good and a proper personal life as well. So apart from anchoring and apart from everything, your business, your work, what is something that you love doing in your spare time?
I'm a nature's person. আমাদের রুফটপে একটা গার্ডেন আছে। সো আমি যেটা করি যখন একটু ফ্রি টাইম পাই, আমি জাস্ট এখন তো বাইরে বের হওয়া পসিবল না। সো রুফটপ গার্ডেনে যাই, গার্ডেনিং করি, অ্যান্ড অ্যাট দ্য টাইম আমি জাস্ট আমার মোবাইলটাকে একটা সাইডে রেখে দিই, যে কিছুক্ষণের জন্য আমি জাস্ট সব কিছুর থেকে ডিসকানেক্টেড, আমি জাস্ট নেচারের সাথে কানেক্টেড রাখবো। অ্যান্ড দ্যাটস হাউ আই রিচার্জ মাই সেলফ। দ্যাটস হোয়াট আই লাভ ডুইং।
Do you love music?
Yes, of course, a
Like, who
lot.
is your favorite musician?
ইন্ডিয়ান যদি বলি, ইন্ডিয়ান অরিজিৎ সিং, আই লাইক হিজ মিউজিক।
Even we love his music. He's amazing. And apart
তোমার
from
বাংলাদেশে কোনো সিঙ্গার আছে নাকি ফেভারিট? আমাদের দেশে গান শোনা হয়?
Bangladesh, not really. I'm not a very মানে মিউজিক শুনি না, I'm into classical dance. তো আমার ক্লাসিক্যাল মিউজিক শুনতে ভালো লাগে। তো majority are from here, but I also love listening to other like India Lucia is a very good brand, like the flamenco classical music and all. So I'm into those sort, not into the modern Bollywood or the modern type of singing. So I'm a very traditional person that way.
That's good. Nice to know.
Acha, apart from music, do you read books?
Not much actually. আমি খুবই একদম যদি বলি খুবই রেকমেন্ডেড বা একটু ভালো কিছু শুনেছি এরকম শুনি। So one of those could be The Alchemist. Alchemist, I really love this book. I mean, it was really meaningful. And yes, I don't read much of books. So yeah.
So you are a movie fan.
Yes, I watch a lot of movies. I'm into sci-fi movies. I mean, there hasn't been a movie that I haven't watched sci-fi related.
So
Plus,
which
I
is
love
your
horror movies.
favorite sci-fi movie?
Interstellar was one. Then lastly, I watched one, but right now I cannot remember the name as I have watched so many movies that
Interstellar is one mind-boggling movie. Like I remember the first time I watched the movie, I had to again go to YouTube and search for the meaning because there was some very parts it went 5 miles above my head. But it was a brilliant movie after I got to know everything and fell in place.
Right. Do you watch series? Dark.
Series, I watched Sherlock Holmes. I watched I watched all the episodes and I really loved that. And I'm waiting for the next season.
Same here. Same here. I'm a Sherlock fan, so yes, I can relate. And
I
it's
love
not too
anything which includes, psychology or you have to,
psychological thriller.
right. I love those. And in detective stories because there, you have to actually use your mind. And Sherlock Holmes, I feel it is so unpredictable when you cannot really know what's happening next. It's totally like so unpredictable. That is why I so like that series so much. Apart from series, I also I have watched one two anime series. You can watch this Death Note. I love that.
Okay, I will watch that.
So getting away from the movie talk, what is your kind of outfit? Something that makes you speak about your personality, something that helps you to be so comfortable and you can feel your own skin.
Sorry, I didn't get your question. The first part
Like
I
we
missed
all
it.
have our different kind of outfits, right? Some are interested into glamorous wear, some love comfy wear. So, what is your kind of outfit that speaks your personality?
Well, I do not have a particular type. I mean, I'm okay with everything. Casual. Suppose if I have to go the day, like daily go-to outfit, then I prefer wearing my sneakers, jeans, and just a tee. I mean, that's comfortable for me. But as university days are gone, and now I'm into the corporate world, so I have to dress up a bit formally. So I dress up a bit formally when I go to my office. Apart from that, I love wearing sari. I mean, I just love wearing sari.
Even
Maybe
I
from a
do. I
girl,
love
I am a
wearing
bit
sari,
tolerant, Aina.
but most of the time avoid it because it takes a long time for me to get ready. Like I'll take 1 hour to get ready. But I love wearing saris.
Same, I just love it. At first, I used to have problems with the draping, and then I got used to it. And now I'm a pro now. I mean, I can just wear it within 5 minutes, so it's fun. But yeah, the casual wear is much more something that I feel comfortable with. I mean, it's easy and comfortable.
So when the pandemic is over, if you have a chance to visit a country, like what would it be? Like the first country that comes in your mind.
Uh, it would be somewhere like I had a plan of Euro trip, so I don't know now when it's possible, but I would definitely try because you can actually visit 20, now it's 25, yeah, 25 countries with the same visa. So I would love to visit Europe because it's beautiful. I mean, I
It
just
is, it is, it is
love
really
it.
beautiful. And also, would you like to give any styling tips to the people who are new to pageants? Because pageants, they have a different kind of style. Like, I don't know what happens in Bangladesh, but we have its particular dress code here. So, is there any styling tips or dressing tips that you would like to give to the aspiring pageants?
Well, in terms of dressing, I would say it's very necessary that you understand the vibe, the theme. It's very necessary to understand the theme. Yes, in terms of pageants, even we have the dress code. So we have different rounds, right, where we have to dress differently with different themes. So you have to be very adaptable to all those. You have to be confident in your skin, which is more important, I think. And something that I believe is, in order to look good, you don't actually have to buy a like expensive, very expensive outfits, or it has to be very high branded. What's more important is what looks good on you, what you are comfortable in. That's when I think that's when you look the best version of yourself, right? So
Right.
yes,
I'll
and
just check
fitness is
once
of course
again
important.
if anybody has anything. I don't think so. There is any valid question that I can ask. Okay. So, this is one question that we ask everyone who is doing the live session with me. So, what do you think about this whole initiative about pattern development and trainings uh, for those who cannot afford and they can instill a better quality of living? So, what is your views in this whole initiative, and how was your experience today?
Well, this is a very good initiative because I have seen how people like aspiring models they struggle to learn something new, to get a guideline of how to prepare themselves, and what you're doing. It's wonderful. I really appreciate what you're doing. I mean, I believe it's helping many of the young girls who are just about to take their first step in this journey. So it's you're doing a very wonderful thing. So
Thank you,
and
Fariha, so much. And thank you for joining us today. And you took out time in your busy schedule. I'm so thankful and grateful for that.
Thanks to you for inviting me. It was wonderful being here. And as I said, I feel I have a special place for India in my heart. So I was really excited about this live session. Really,
Even I was
I'm
very
really
excited about this live session. From the start, I wanted to have one live session with you because we were supposed to meet, but that couldn't happen, unfortunately. So, this is a very good way that we could connect to each other. And this lockdown actually, helped me to connect with so good people around the world. And I'm so happy to have you today.
Same here. I was really excited that you'll visit our country, or maybe I'll be going there and we'll hang out and talk. But I'm like, it doesn't feel like we are talking for the first time. I
True.
like how we actually connected to the topics, and I actually had a lot of fun.
All of you who have joined today, thank you so much for being such a lovely audience. And every week we will be coming live. So for today, let's wrap up. Also, if you want a ramp up session, like a lot of you did, so you can dim me again in my Instagram account, and I'll get back to you. Okay?
I would like
So
to say
yes,
to the audience who have joined from India, well,
yes.
I'm sending a lot of love for you all from Bangladesh, and thanks for being with us and watching this live. You have been a wonderful audience.
Thank you so much, Pariha. So, good night. Stay safe and take care of yourself, all of you.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.